Have you ever believed that something so small, so natural, and so widely praised could quietly be working against your health, without you even realizing it? For years, blueberries have been called a superfood. You've probably heard it everywhere on TV, from friends, maybe even from your doctor. A handful a day for memory, for heart health, for aging gracefully. It sounds perfect, doesn't it? But what if I told you that for many seniors, especially those over 50, eating blueberries the wrong way, or more specifically, eating them with certain common foods, can actually reduce their benefits or even create hidden problems in your body? And the truth is, most people are making this mistake every single day. But here's where the biggest mistake happens. Just imagine this for a moment. It's morning. You wake up, maybe a little stiff, maybe your knees remind you of your age before you even get out of bed. You walk into the kitchen, preparing what you believe is a healthy breakfast. A bowl of yogurt, a handful of blueberries, maybe some cereal or toast on the side. You feel good about it. You think, I'm taking care of my health. But here's the part no one tells you. That combination you just made, something millions of people do every morning, might actually be blocking your body from absorbing the very nutrients you're counting on. And slowly, without any warning signs, it may be affecting your energy, your digestion, even your memory over time. Because as we age, our bodies don't work the same way they used to. Digestion slows down. Nutrient absorption changes. Certain food combinations that were harmless in your 30s or 40s can now quietly interfere with your health in your 50s, 60s, and beyond. And blueberries, as powerful as they are also very sensitive when it comes to what they are eaten with. And most people don't even realize this. In fact, many seniors are unknowingly canceling out the benefits of blueberries without realizing it. They think they are helping their heart, their brain, even their eyesight. But instead, they might be missing out on those benefits completely. And sometimes it's not just about losing benefits. It can lead to bloating, sugar spikes, or discomfort after meals. Now you might be wondering, how can something so healthy become a problem? That's a fair question. Because the issue is not the blueberries themselves. The issue is what we combine them with and how our aging body reacts to those combinations. And what you're about to hear might surprise you. As we grow older, our bodies become more sensitive to food pairings. Certain foods compete with each other during digestion. Some block the absorption of key nutrients. Others create reactions that we don't immediately notice, but over time, they take a toll. And blueberries, rich in powerful nutrients, can easily lose their strength when paired the wrong way. And here's the surprising part. Some of the worst combinations involve foods that are considered healthy and are part of everyday meals. That's why this matters so much. Because it's not about avoiding blueberries. It's about eating them the right way. In the next part, we'll uncover the real reason this happens in seniors, and then reveal the 3 common foods you should never combine with blueberries. So stay with me, because what's coming next could truly change your daily routine. Now let's take a deeper look at what's really happening inside your body. Because once you understand this, everything will start to feel much clearer. As we age, our digestive system becomes slower and more sensitive. The stomach produces less acid. Enzymes are not as active as they used to be, and the body takes more time to break down food. This means that when you eat certain foods together, they don't always digest properly. And instead of nourishing your body, they begin to interfere with each other. And that's where the real problem begins. Blueberries are rich in delicate nutrients, especially antioxidants that protect your brain and heart. But these nutrients are fragile. They need the right environment inside your stomach to be absorbed properly. When paired with the wrong foods, their power gets reduced, sometimes even completely blocked. But here's where things get even more surprising. Let's talk about the first common mistake: eating blueberries with dairy products like milk or yogurt. Now, this might sound shocking because many people believe this is a healthy combination. A bowl of yogurt with blueberries feels light, refreshing, and nutritious. But inside your body, something very different may be happening. Dairy contains proteins that can bind with the antioxidants in blueberries, making them harder for your body to absorb. So instead of getting the full benefit, your body may only be receiving a small portion, and the rest simply passes through. And there's more. For many seniors, dairy can already be a bit harder to digest. It can cause mild bloating or discomfort, even if you don't notice it right away. When combined with blueberries, this can slow digestion even further, leaving you feeling heavy instead of energized. But most people never connect the dots. Now let's move to the second common combination: blueberries with high-sugar foods like sweet cereals, pancakes, or pastries. At first glance, it seems harmless. You add blueberries on top of your cereal or pancakes, thinking you're making your meal healthier. But here's the hidden issue: blueberries already contain natural sugars. When you combine them with processed sugar, it can lead to a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. For seniors, this is especially important because the body becomes less efficient at controlling blood sugar with age. These sudden spikes can leave you feeling tired, shaky, or even hungrier shortly after eating. And over time, repeated spikes can put extra strain on your system, something your body doesn't need. But here's the part most people ignore. Even though blueberries are healthy, they cannot cancel out the effects of added sugar. Instead, they get caught in the middle, and their benefits become overshadowed. Now, the third combination might surprise you the most: blueberries with certain heavy or oily foods. Think about meals where blueberries are added to rich desserts, creamy dishes, or even heavy breakfast plates. When blueberries are eaten alongside greasy or high-fat foods, digestion slows down significantly. The stomach takes longer to process everything, and the nutrients from blueberries may not be absorbed properly. Instead of quickly delivering their benefits to your body, they get stuck in a slow digestive process. And much of their goodness is lost along the way. And this is where many people unknowingly go wrong, because they believe that simply adding blueberries to any meal makes it healthy. But the truth is, it doesn't work that way. Your body doesn't just look at what you eat. It looks at how everything works together. And when the combination is off, even the healthiest foods can lose their impact. Now here's something important to think about. How many times have you had blueberries with yogurt, or sprinkled them over a sweet breakfast, or enjoyed them as part of a rich dessert? It feels normal, doesn't it? But now you're starting to see that these everyday habits might not be helping you as much as you thought. And this realization can change everything. Because once you know the truth, you can start making small, simple changes that bring real benefits. And in the next part, we'll talk about exactly how to do that. We'll explore the best ways to eat blueberries so your body actually absorbs their nutrients, along with simple daily habits that can improve your digestion, energy, and overall well-being. And some of these tips are surprisingly easy to follow. So stay with me, because the next part might be the most helpful of all. Now that you understand what might be going wrong, let's gently shift our focus to what you can do right. Because the good news is this: your body still has an amazing ability to benefit from the right habits. No matter your age, you just need to give it the right support. The first and most powerful change you can make is surprisingly simple. Start eating blueberries on their own or with very light, easy to digest foods. When blueberries are eaten alone, especially in the morning or between meals, your body can absorb their nutrients much more effectively. There's no competition, no blockage, just clean, direct nourishment going where your body needs it most. But here's where many people hesitate. You might think, is that enough? Will I feel full? And that's a fair concern. But remember, this isn't about replacing your entire meal. It's about giving your body a moment to receive the full benefit of something powerful before mixing it with everything else. Another gentle habit that can make a big difference is timing. Instead of adding blueberries into heavy meals, try having them at least 30 to 45 minutes before or after eating. This gives your digestive system time to process them properly. It may seem like a small change, but for your body, it can mean the difference between partial absorption and full benefit. And this is where things start to improve quietly. Now let's talk about something many seniors overlook. Chewing. Yes, something as simple as chewing properly can change how your body reacts to food. When you eat blueberries slowly and chew them well, your body prepares better for digestion. The enzymes in your mouth begin breaking things down, making it easier for your stomach to do its job. But most of us rush through meals without realizing this. And here's something even more interesting. Pairing blueberries with the right kinds of foods can actually enhance their benefits. For example, light nuts like almonds or walnuts in small amounts can work well. These provide healthy fats without overwhelming your digestion. They support your body instead of slowing it down. But the key is balance. Too much of anything, even healthy food, can create the same problem again. Now think about your daily routine for a moment. Maybe you sit down for breakfast with tea, toast, something sweet, and blueberries on the side. It feels comforting, familiar, but what if a small adjustment like eating the blueberries first, waiting a little, and then having your meal could make you feel lighter, more energized, and more satisfied? These are the kinds of changes that don't feel difficult, but bring noticeable results over time. And here's another tip that many people find helpful. Try to listen to your body after eating. Notice how you feel 20 to 30 minutes later. Do you feel light and refreshed? Or heavy and tired? Your body is always giving signals, but we often ignore them. When you start paying attention, you begin to understand what works best for you. And that awareness becomes your biggest strength. Because at this stage of life, it's not about strict diets or complicated rules. It's about simple, mindful choices. And blueberries, when eaten correctly, can truly support your memory, your heart, and your overall vitality. They can become a small but powerful part of your daily routine, instead of something that gets lost in the mix of everything else. But here's the part most people still don't realize. Even when you follow these tips, there are still a few hidden dangers that can quietly affect your results. Things that are not often talked about, but can make a real difference if ignored. And in the final part, we're going to uncover those hidden warnings, along with a few bonus tips that most people never hear about. Tips that could help you protect your health in ways you didn't expect. So stay with me, because what's coming next might be the most eye-opening part of all. Now let's talk about something that most people never hear. The hidden side of healthy habits. Because sometimes, even when you think you're doing everything right, small, unnoticed details can quietly affect your health over time. And for seniors, these details matter more than ever because your body is more sensitive, more aware, and more dependent on balance. One of the biggest hidden dangers is portion size. Yes, blueberries are healthy, but eating too many at once can still create problems. They contain natural sugars, and when consumed in large amounts, they can still affect your blood sugar levels, Many people believe that healthy means unlimited, but that's not how the body works, especially after 50. And this is where people often go too far without realizing it. Another thing most people don't consider is how blueberries are stored and consumed. Cold, straight from the fridge foods can sometimes slow digestion, especially in older adults. If your digestive system is already a bit sensitive, this can lead to discomfort or a feeling of heaviness. Letting blueberries sit at room temperature for a few minutes before eating may seem like a small step, but it can make them gentler on your stomach and easier to digest. And here's something even more important. Not all blueberries are the same. Some packaged or frozen varieties may contain added sugars or preservatives. These hidden ingredients can completely change how your body reacts. You might think you're eating something natural, but in reality, you're introducing extra sugar or chemicals that your body doesn't need. And over time, this can quietly affect your health. Now let's pause for a moment and think about this. How often do we assume that something is good for us just because we've heard it many times? How often do we follow habits without really questioning them? This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. Because when you understand your body better, you don't have to guess anymore. You begin to make choices that truly support your health, not just habits that sound good on the surface. And here's a gentle reminder. Your body after 50 is not weaker. It's wiser. It responds differently, yes. But it also tells you more clearly what it needs. The key is to listen, to adjust, and to treat it with the care it deserves. Blueberries can still be a wonderful part of your life. They can support your memory, protect your heart, and help you feel more alive. But only when you respect how your body works with them and not against them. So the next time you reach for that handful of blueberries, take a moment. Think about what you're pairing them with. Think about when you're eating them. Think about how your body feels afterward, because these small moments, these quiet decisions, are what shape your health in the long run. And if this message helped you in any way, if it made you think differently about your daily habits, then take a second to support the channel. Give this video a like, share it with someone who cares about their health. And don't forget to subscribe for more simple, honest tips that can truly make a difference in your life. Because your health matters, and it's never too late to take better care of it. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.